Hi, I'm Mike, owner of the In-Groove in Phoenix, Arizona. Today I'm going to do some more boxes from the Mega Singles collection. I'm going to do 6 boxes today. This is a collection that I bought almost a year and a half ago now. This collection is essentially 30,000 45s. 99% of them were picture sleeves, punk, new wave, everything from the 70s up to probably 2013, 14. So one of the most immaculate, pristine collections I ever seen and probably existed in the world. I hated to even, bust this collection up, but it was one of those things. It was, it was so big. I just didn't have space for it. I personally am not a 45 collector, but I figured I'd get these into the hands of the people who were. All of this stuff, we only sell it in one place. We sell it on Discogs. All of this stuff that's about $100+. I've been saving that, and towards the very end, I'm going to do a video of, essentially the best stuff from this collection, which I'm kind of looking forward to. But I've kind of stalled. I really haven't had the time to get to it and list it. It's very time consuming, and it's also very time consuming, packing it and shipping it. And there was a part of time there for a little while with COVID that international shipments were getting really bogged down. So I just stopped listing, but I'm going to start cracking at it again. So today I'm doing box 33, box N, box 75, box O, box 23, and box L. I have a vague idea of what's in this collection, but I have no clue what's in these boxes. I, to this day, have still got maybe 75 to 100 boxes that I have no idea what's in them. I have been saving the surprise for live on camera, and because I haven't been filming, I don't have a clue what's in there. And at this point, I've kind of forgot what was even on the original master list. The way the guy had the list set up originally was, he would have box number 33, and maybe the records that he had the most of in the box, bands-wise, he might list 2 or 3 of them, 3 or 4 of them. But the best stuff is the onesies and twosies, the stuff that he didn't list. So that's kind of the stuff that I've been the most surprised with. But yeah, let's get to it. All right, let's start with box 33. I have no clue what this is. This is part of his original collection. His original collection consisted of stuff into kind of the 90s. He broke it up into a few different eras. As he added to the collection, rather than unboxing everything and resorting everything, he just kind of created a second collection. But it looks like we are in box K. The Killer Kane Band. The Kamikaze Sex Pilots, limited to 1,000. So much of this stuff, I mean, I have no clue what it is. I've never seen it. There's such squirrely stuff in there. And then, you'll get into the more, the more mainstream stuff. He was a big fan, too, of international stuff. He traveled the world, and he was a big fan of UK pressings. Just Boys from Tampa, Florida. He was a big fan of, the international stuff, Canadian pressings, because, he was a picture sleeve collector. So he obviously wanted the better, put together, more elaborate stuff that was coming out in the UK, the mini 45 box sets and stuff of that nature. This is exactly how he stored everything. Everything came in a LP sleeve, and he would wrap the records, and then they went into storage. But most of them as well were, that's cool, right in the loud. So what is that? That is, this is the kind of stuff he was into. Includes the free Satan patch. But let's see if the patch is in there. No patch. Put it back in there like he stored it. The jumpers. Oh, very cool. Ideal for Living EP. Reissue. What are we getting into here? Yeah, a little Joy Division. So one of my favorite bands, New Order, Joy Division. I've actually kept all of the New Order stuff I found. And of course, I'm going to have to keep the Joy Division stuff as well. But everything, by the way, is pretty much unplayed in mint. Jules and the Polar Bears. All right. It's going to be a long video, guys. But you know, like I said, the reason I started consolidating these videos, and we're into a lot of Howard Jones. I saw him with the Ringo Starr All-Star Band. I want to say maybe 2000, 2001. Yeah, like I said, I was kind of wanting to consolidate these videos rather than flooding YouTube with such a, you know, this is something that only appeals to a select few people, you know, but this kind of puts the videos up here. And, you know, with YouTube, you'd always go back and watch more videos, you know, or excuse me, continue from a video that you started. And, you know, you could do it over the course of, you know, a year if you wanted to. Grace Jones. Looks like he's got, you know, a lot of these are multiple copies. My Jamaican Guy, good song. Love Grace Jones. Play her in the song store all the time. JoJo Zepp and the Falcons. Oh, look at that. From Phoenix, Arizona. Now, this is their first single. Their second single is really, really tough to find. But I actually got a cool package that one of the band members gave to somebody, and he sold it to me. Original bumper sticker, t-shirt, and the single. Let's see if this has complete. Kind of cool because I don't know if I doubt he got that from Phoenix, so that was something he probably picked up in LA or something. Yeah, that second single, really, really, really tough to find. It's crazy how, you know, he just collected just absolutely everything. And it's didn't matter, good, bad, by today's standards. If he liked it, he collected it. And the thing was, he was such a completist. You know, if he bought one Chaka Khan single and liked it, he would probably attempt to get everything. So, you know, that's why you'll see piles of stuff from one artist. But I'm thinking he must have just bought absolutely positively everything that was on 45. Let's see. Katrina and the Waves. All right, that is the end of this box. All right, let's check out box N. So box N is from much later in his collection, so typically this stuff is all 90s and early O's. But I found some cool stuff in some of these later boxes because he was always backfilling his collection. If he'd go into the store and he'd see something that he wanted in his collection, he added it. You know, and a lot of that tended to be the more desirable stuff. By the 90s, you know, the market started kind of figuring out what was going to be higher priced. So this looks like a sympathy for the record industry box. He was a big fan of a couple of labels. Sympathy for the record industry. He tried to make a run on in Sub Pop. This was probably one of the nicest Sub Pop collections in the world, and I haven't got to all of it, but it spanned multiple. Oh, that's really cool. Very neon. It spanned multiple boxes, and I haven't got to it, but you see I got to the first box already that had the 2 copies and Love Buzz in it, the Soundgarden. So I'm trying to see here. I wonder if he had these in any kind of order. Bad Religion. So this, that's cool. White Flag. Doing White Rabbit. Nice Jefferson Airplane cover. Let's see what we got here. So that's 222, 221. So yeah, they're in order. 220. So this, you know, it doesn't look like any of this stuff was in sleeves. I wonder why. So let's see. Picture discs. We've got 5-inch records. Maybe 4-inch records. That's probably 5. 5-inch records. Where are we at here? We are on 1994, 289. Some Doors. A lot of this label is not actually worth that much. Off the top of my head, I'm no expert on this label, but I want to say probably the wasn't Jack White's The Upholsterers on this label? That's probably going to be the most desirable thing I can find value-wise, and probably desirability-wise too. Tribute to Sonny Boy Williamson. Very interesting. But it seems like this is all a little bit earlier. The Upholsterers came out in the late, well, now we're getting a little later. Who knows? Maybe he doesn't even have it. But one thing has taught me, there was no shortage of high dollar records in this collection. He typically had it, and he had it all. He wasn't missing much. But it just might not be in this box. Was it the Upholsterers? Or maybe it was the first White Stripe single. I don't know. Might have been the first White Stripe single, now that I think about it. So I had an Upholsterer single in the showcase. We have a little corner showcase in the store, and it had some higher end stuff in it. It had that Upholsterer single. It had some expensive singles. It was like a showcase that had like some $200-300 singles in it. That's cool. Little music machine. Rocket from the Crypt plays the music machine. 7 and 5-inch single. And this guy comes in a motorized scooter. Now, he's not handicapped. He just, because he comes in walking many times, but he just has a motorized scooter to kind of get him around the neighborhood. And I think he comes into the store one day, and he's probably drunk. And he's zipping around in the store on this motorized scooter going, you know, a ridiculous speed in the store. And of course, he clips the corner of that showcase. It goes to the ground. All the glass in it explodes. And yeah, there was an autographed Ozzy Osbourne book in there, maybe, that, you know, a couple of scratches on the paper outer sleeve, but the record actually didn't get hurt. But yeah, surprisingly, the showcase was really the only thing that got destroyed. All right, let's check out box 75. Box 75 would have been typically from the late, oh, what is this? This is actually, this is another, well, maybe not. Yeah, this is another Sympathy for the Record Industry box. But this looks like the earlier stuff. There we've got three copies of this orange vinyl. So this is number 18. Like a marble vinyl. Purplish marble. Now that's like a bluish marble vinyl. So this, number 6, this is number to 500. Looks like an orange vinyl. This is number 6, so I don't know, did they start at number 6? Number 8. Number 9, black vinyl. Number 17, that's like a marble purple. A red vinyl. I wonder what year these were. Power Trip 10. 11. Crawl Space. Okay, so here we've got 25. Looks like 25 through 20. So yeah, just multiple variations, different colored vinyl, pink vinyl. That is a bright pink vinyl, and this was a dark maroonish pink vinyl. But yeah, we got different variations of. He was a big fan of the variations. Boy, these are nice. That's the thing about different colors. These little indie labels is they really go out of their way to make stuff cool. The Tommy Knockers. We've got I don't know if these were supposed to all be different color vinyl, if these are variations, if they were black vinyl. So this, yeah. Okay. Let's keep going. So we're 26 through 40. The poo sticks on white vinyl. Oh my God, it's God. You'd think God would be good, right? On red vinyl, okay. I'm a little disturbed that there's no number 1. So it looks like this goes from 6 to 100. It's odd that I picked 2 of these boxes because I just pulled them right off the top of the pile. And there's, I'm guessing at some point, actually, ooh, this is O. I'm skipping ahead here. Oh, I was thinking maybe that's the in-between box. The Philistines. Let's move these over. The Conehead. There's 1 copy there on the baby blue vinyl. House of Frankenstein. Let's see. Hole. Where did that come out? On white vinyl, A Retard Girl on side A, and Phone Bill Song, Johnny's in the Bathroom on side B. The American Ruse. We're up to 74. It's actually kind of a cool little collection. I don't know musically how any of this stuff sounds, but some of it, but not most of it. I have no clue. But when you look at it kind of as a collection, it kind of looks cool, the way it kind of flows artwork-wise. White Flag and Tony Adolescent. What is this? The Melvins. Let's and we've got Calamity Jane. You know, the one thing I notice as I go through this collection is how many of these 7-inch singles actually pay tribute to some, you know, whether they're making fun of, I guess, or paying tribute to covers of yesteryear. All right, let's get this back in here. All right, let's check out box O. Looks like a greeting card. Some Norton Record stuff. This is a little bit of a hodgepodge. Crypt. Oh wow, look at that. Very nice. Put that over there. These later boxes are kind of a built to spill. Are definitely a mystery box. You know, they're mystery boxes for sure. Calexico, 1996 Cheap Trick. Waiting for the Man. Yeah, doing some Velvet Underground. And an alternative version of I Want You to Want Me. Okay. Some Chipmunks. Why not? So it looked like this started right at A. Or at C. So I'm guessing this is going to be like another little mini collection, kind of like most of his collection. The first couple, though, expand 30 or 40 boxes. This probably mini collection spans 3 or 4 boxes. Detroit Cobras. Ricky Erickson on Trance. The Evil Hoodoo. Speaking of another homage to another record, how about the Germs? Excuse me. We got some dust in here from the 90s. Whoops, that's never good. We are in, very cool, we are in J now. Let's move these over. The Makers. I wonder what the theme is with these boxes. I mean, I don't know, maybe one of you watching can kind of, like, why was this particular box assembled the way it was? One of the things I always do with collections is you kind of wonder, like, when here's an Offspring single. I remember when I was a kid, when this came out, I went with my father over to his buddy's house, and his friend just thought Keep 'Em Separated was, come out and play, was just the absolute greatest song ever, because I remember being over there. We listened to it on his new stereo like maybe 30 times. We listened to that. Oh my God. It was relentless the amount of times. He just played it over and over and over again. Check it out. Some Pearl Jam singles. Limited to 3,000. Rage Against the Machine, Evil Empire. Very cool. Awesome. Oh. Tear It Up Records. Hitler and Stalin, the Dream Team. Okay. So it looks like in this box we got R. Yeah. So that is it for this box. All right, let's check out box 23. This is from his original collection. And it looks like we are in Fs. Got some Brian Ferry to start us off. Kind of stuck together. Couple copies. See, he loved these little mini boxes, but the problem was if it had anything else in it, like say it was a CD 7-inch single or a cassette 7-inch single, I don't have them complete because he would take probably the CDs and keep them all with his CDs. A lot of these are just, I'm looking through them, but they're multiple copies. The fender benders. Felt. Very cool. Felt stuff. Last single was French. All right. God, I wonder the last time this stuff was open. Fine Young Cannibals. Let's see. Fiction Factory. God, these singles are all kind of like sticking together. It's been so long since they've been separated. God, I wonder how long it's been since he even went through these boxes. They might have sat in these boxes for the last 20, 30 years. All right, the fix. Two in there, 2 copies. And we're at Patrick Fitzgerald. The Fitz. Fishbone. Try to pull these out of here in order. Let's actually move these out of the way. Flesh Eaters. Ooh, boy. Let's check that out. Looks mighty nice. Looks like some of his dinner maybe got on there. Record is perfect. Has the insert. Looks Looks like it has a, oh, you know what that is? That's where an old price tag was. It's discolored right there. And yeah, of course, there's some Fleetwood Mac right next to it. What? He only has Gypsy? That's very unlike him. The big bands he typically had. Flatmates, got a button on the back. The big bands typically had, you know, he would have a grip. Flaming Groovies, let's shake some action. Fizz Bombs. 5 or 6, okay. The Flesh Tones. Yeah, the first 50 boxes, I think, have been kind of the best overall, just because it's the older stuff. But the problem is they get a little bit more bogged down with big cluster of a band, and sometimes it doesn't turn out to be a good band that you want to see 40 copies of a single. All right. Fisher's Z. Tim Finn. He must have really liked Tim Finn, because very, very few things are in this collection that weren't picture sleeves. If it didn't have a picture sleeve, for the most part, it wasn't something he bought. Although that had what looked to be a pretty unique company sleeve, so maybe that was... Maybe that was the reason, I don't know. The Flower Pot Men from Canada. Oh. The Flirts. Oh boy, look at that. That's nice. Unplayed. Okay, that's box 23. Let's go to the last box. All right, let's check out this last box. This box has some records in it, but also has a lot of stickers. God, look how cool. Powered by Sub Pop. Look at that. So they added the website on that sticker. This is a sticker, duh. Looks like Happy Holidays Sub Pop postcard. It's got a little tower. Chris Peterson collection. Very cool. Okay. We've got 2 Hype box sets. One of them is sealed. With a bunch of postcards. So, what is this? Velocity Girl, colored stickers. Make your own record cover. All right. Bruce Gilbert. Sub Pop 325. Two sealed copies. And the one that's open. Helter Shelter. Box set here we've got. All right, so we've got box set there. Limited edition 7-inch box set contains all 4 singles from the British Pop series. There's 2 sealed copies. And we've got a Jabberjaw box set. All with that lovely 1950s smoking theme. Aw, complete with ashtray. Matches. No smokes. Let's see. Those are matches. Very interesting box. And we have some more Sub Pop. Looks like stuff all around about the same time. 300 series stuff. And like all of his Sub Pop stuff, it's always multiple copies, multiple color variations if you could get it. All right. Let's see what we got here. The Grifters, 3 copies in there. Looks like there's 2 to 3 copies of all this stuff. All right, and the last thing is a Happy Holiday Sub Pop CD. Funky drummer boy. All right, guys. That's it. Hopefully I can get this stuff online in somewhat of a timely fashion, but we'll see. You can get it all when it is online at our Discogs page, which is just the InGroove. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Check out our Instagram feed as well, Facebook. And you can always get on our newsletter list on the website where we post updates, new arrivals, stuff of that nature. It's on www.theingroove.com. All right, guys, until next time.